Two's company. 3 is a murder in the making. A Navy wife's lust for men and money leads to troubled waters.
People can become addicted to many things. Spending is one of them.
A gifted teacher can't make her married lover behave.
She knew nothing of love and relationships.
And a rural matriarch spices up country life with an illicit affair.
She saw him as being a means to an end.
These deadly women don't tolerate a love triangle. They make it 2 against 1 in a menage of murder.
Can you pass me the wrench out of the box?
Up-and-coming officer, 29-year-old Corey Voss, is as dedicated to his young family as he is to the Navy.
He was a very good father. Neighbors and friends would see him outside playing with his kids all the time.
Okay, you kids, dinner.
5 more minutes.
Listen to your mother, go on.
In 2006, he's building a good life in Newport News, Virginia, together with bubbly wife, 30-year-old Katerina "Kat" Voss.
Neighbors, friends all say, wow, what a great couple. You know, they're living the American dream. Corey is this consummate, great husband. He gives her this wonderful suburban life.
Oh, she didn't have to go.
I don't want you moping around while I'm not here. Go ahead and have some fun.
But life as a Navy wife
Be no fun without you.
has its downside. When her husband is deployed at sea, Kat's left home alone. And Kat doesn't like being alone.
She always had an overwhelming desire for attention. She had to be the center of attention. She was always trying to be noticed.
When there's not a man around in her life, Kat needs to find one.
From the time Kat was a teenager, she always had a boyfriend or a husband. She was never without a man paying attention to her, and she liked that.
All right, that's enough. Get to bed now. I told you.
Sometimes she would drug her children so that they would be asleep. She would leave them alone and go out, party, drink, bring home a guy.
You know, when Corey went out to sea, it was party time.
Extramarital sex isn't her only vice. Kat can hide her affairs from Corey, but when it comes to spending money, she's out of control.
Okay, the green or the blue?
Kat, we missed the mortgage payment.
The blue really makes my eyes pop, don't you think?
People can become addicted to many things. Spending is one of them.
Babe, you gotta stop spending.
I never spend anything.
I think she saw money as an avenue to get the attention that she craved.
People in the military don't make great salaries for what they do, but it's certainly not a bad living. It was for Kat. There was never enough.
It's got to stop.
It will. I promise.
Kat bought fancy clothes, expensive jewelry, and it didn't matter that her husband couldn't pay the bills.
For a Kat, nothing was ever enough. She'd always want more, more, more. Ultimately, someone like this implodes.
7 years into the marriage, Kat knows Corey can never give her what she desires. She looks elsewhere.
What are you looking at?
You.
Corey goes out on a 6-month leave.
Such a cheeky girl.
So she meets this dude named Michael Draven.
Why do you have to go?
I'm a busy man. I got things to do.
26-year-old Michael Draven isn't rich, but he's not without resources. He's a petty criminal, and that makes him the perfect man.
She saw him as an opportunity. He was a person who was manipulated by Cat Voss. She controlled him, and she knew how to control him.
When's her husband coming home?
I hope never.
Cat portrays herself as a victim.
What do you mean?
He's a monster.
Does he hate you?
Yeah. And the children.
She begins working on Michael, saying, Corey is abusive, he beats me, he hits the children. And she begins to ply him with this. It's almost like she wants to build up Corey and demonize him into this monster.
I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna take care of you.
A Navy salary only goes so far. A Navy pension is forever.
He had a $400,000 life insurance policy, and Cat would have guaranteed income from his military pay as long as the children needed it.
Katerina Voss wants to cash in her husband's Navy pension, but she needs to kill him first, with the help of lover, Michael Draven.
Cat was able to convince Michael, but they didn't want to actually do the deed themselves. So Michael went looking for a killer.
Hey, David.
Hey, I'm Cat.
36-year-old David Runyon knows guns, and he's willing to do anything for money.
David Runyon grew up in a military family. He never could hold a job. Every job that he had didn't last very long.
They had set a price tag of $20,000. They basically recruited him to be the hitman.
And what we were thinking is that we would send my husband out here around 11 p.m. on Tuesday.
Cat doesn't leave anything to chance. She plans every last detail.
They draw a little map, directions to the house, you know, the times that Corey's around, he's not around.
Gloves, boots, military-style pants, black hoodie.
They even provide David with a shopping list of what he needs, including the gun. Basically, they give this guy a blueprint for murder.
Newport News, Virginia. On April 29, 2007, Cat treats husband Corey to a romantic dinner. This is no ordinary meal.
Cat's lively and generous manner was a put-on. The real Cat was about to surface.
Tonight, there'll be no dessert.
Babe, I'll do this. I need you to do me a favor.
Sure.
I need you to get me some cash for the kids' school lunches tomorrow.
Can you run to the ATM and get me some cash?
I'll make it worth your while.
Okay.
Sure. Corey's feeling good. Romantic dinner, his wife is loving him, no problem. Jumps in his car, heads to the ATM.
Hello?
Hey, he's on his way.
I'm right here, ready to go.
Tonight is Corey's last supper.
They developed a plan to kill Corey late at night when he was at an ATM machine, and they thought it would look like a botched robbery.
But he can't even get into the account because Kat had given him the wrong PIN number.
Hello?
Babe, I think maybe you gave me the wrong PIN.
Oh, I must have given you the wrong card.
So he's standing there for maybe 5 minutes, which is just enough time for David Runyon, dressed in all black, to sneak into the back seat of Corey's vehicle, and Corey doesn't see him.
David shot Corey 5 times.
Including fatal shots to the chest and abdomen.
A dedicated family man's life is wasted for greed.
When he would come back from deployment, he didn't see his friends. He just wanted to be with his family and his kids. Corey wasn't the only victim of this crime. So were his 2 children.
The crime scene indicates a violent robbery. But as the police start investigating, Kat is moving on.
Oh, here we go. French champagne.
Only a couple of days after Corey is pronounced dead, the benefits from the military come in, $100,000.
To the good life.
And our next vacation.
Oh, yes, you guys should come.
Kat immediately spent that money in a fashion that is hard to describe.
Within 3 months, she only had $900 left.
Living large isn't evidence of murder, but the police are suspicious of her new boyfriend. And they discover he spent time in jail shortly before Corey's death.
It was a game changer. It was the biggest step in the case.
The police obtain the tapes of all Michael's phone calls behind bars.
Hello?
Hey, babe.
Hey, how are you coping?
Okay. Miss you.
I miss you too.
There is no privacy in jail or prison. Everything you say can be recorded if you're talking on a phone. And that opened a lot of doors.
You said you and David was talking?
Uh-huh.
You told him what's going on?
Yes, I did. That's right.
We were able to identify an individual by the name of David Runyon that had made contact with both Kat Voss and Michael Draven.
A search warrant for David Runyon's property is a jackpot for investigators.
We had practically every piece of evidence that we could have imagined.
And in the console of his vehicle was this map. Hand scrawled on it was the references to Corey, 97 Ford pickup truck, missing hubcap, tailgate down.
He leaves a blueprint for murder in the car.
In 2009, Michael Draven and David Runyon are convicted of conspiracy to commit murder, carjacking, and murder with a firearm. Michael is sentenced to 2 life terms. David is sentenced to death and is awaiting appeal on death row.
Kat Voss is absolutely a manipulative person. She sacrificed her husband, her children, and both her and her husband's families for the desire for money.
Katerina Voss pleads guilty in 2008. She is sentenced to 4 life terms plus 20 years.
The only remorse that she has is that she got caught.
Kat's desire for wealth and attention endangered the one person who gave it freely, as she reduced Corey's life to a mere obstacle. She could only see the goal.
If Kat had not been caught and put in prison for the rest of her life, killing husbands might have become a habit. Love triangles are dangerous for everyone involved in the triangle. And when there's a gun in the room, someone's gonna get killed.
1914, Waukesha, Wisconsin. The new teacher in town, 36-year-old Grace Lusk, is not a woman of her time.
Dr. Roberts is quite an illustrious veterinarian.
Really? Just the man I've been looking for, then.
Is that so?
Her career was very important to her, which was really unusual in those days for women.
Yeah, I'm a teacher. I just started teaching agriculture.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to teach you a thing or two.
By the time she was in her 30s, she acquired a degree in philosophy and medieval history.
We must have you out to the farm one day.
That would be amazing.
3 languages, Latin, French, and German.
She's really, really sharp, really sharp.
It's clear to Mary Roberts that the younger scholar turns her husband's head. But all Grace can see in the 49-year-old veterinarian, David Roberts, is a career opportunity.
Grace was very knowledgeable in many areas that she taught, but agriculture was the one area that she struggled with.
Now that you're in the country, we'll have to get you on a horse.
That sounds great.
He's a veterinarian, he's a cattle breeder of some renown. She realizes right away, this is my ticket to understanding agriculture. So she engages him in conversation, and he's quite happy to talk about his work.
We have quite the farm out there, mostly Galloway.
It's a meeting of minds that sparks a very decent proposal.
You see, I'm writing a book about the cattle, and I need a secretary, a proofreader. You could work for me.
He asked her if she would help him write a book, write his next book.
Really?
He suggests sort of a quid pro quo. If she'll assist him, then he'll, fill her in on the stuff she needs to know in order to teach agriculture. So it's a good arrangement for both of them.
The scholar and the doctor meet once a week for over a year.
Shouldn't this paragraph be in the present tense?
Eventually, the inevitable happens.
Dr. Roberts.
And then Cupid showed up and shot his arrow.
Grace.
You're married.
Dr. Roberts repeatedly tried to win her over and to seduce her.
A modern woman in every other way, Grace stumbles at adultery.
There's no love in my marriage.
He said, my wife no longer cares for me, and it's not a marriage anymore, and it's basically a loveless marriage.
Grace finally justified her getting involved with him. She sort of invalidated the marriage in her mind.
It wasn't long before they were involved in a torrid love affair that involved trips out of town, expensive dinners, nice hotels, theater. It must have been dizzying for Grace to be treated this way.
At last.
For trailblazer Grace, the love affair is a new path.
I think Grace could well have been a virgin into her 30s.
Grace Lusk was an extremely intelligent, dedicated, accomplished woman by the time she was in her early 20s. But that's where her brain power stopped. She knew nothing of love and relationships. Emotionally, her IQ was low.
The passion is a heady experience for Grace. And her new lover assures her they will soon be together.
You must tell your wife.
I will. I have a plan.
He kept promising that he would leave his wife. He said it was a loveless marriage and he wanted to be with Grace.
I think what Dr. Roberts spotted in Grace was a lonely woman. And he moved in on that. He took advantage of her. But she willingly played the game too.
But as months turn into years, the good doctor reneges on his promises. He has no intention of telling his wife about his affair.
Grace was getting a little desperate.
She was getting so distraught she contemplated suicide. She even sat down and penned a letter to Mary, David's wife, telling, all about the affair. Didn't you notice that he'd cooled toward you?
A broken heart has the accomplished Grace acting like a schoolgirl.
It's Grace's naivete, I think, that just clouds everything for her.
Grace.
Take the Bible, David.
Grace gives David an ultimatum.
She pulled out her pistol and at gunpoint forced him to put his hand on the Bible.
No, swear. You will tell Mary the truth.
I swear.
And swear that he would tell his wife and that they would separate.
After we returned from Boston.
What Grace didn't seem to understand is when you get a promise of, I will love you forever, and there's a gun being pointed at you, what good is that?
The situation is diffused, but no one is winning the fight.
Dr. Roberts did not understand that basically Grace was TNT that now had a lit fuse.
After a 3-year illicit affair, 39-year-old Grace Lusk still believes her lover, David Roberts, wants to leave his wife.
David, I have to see you. No, David.
But on June 21st, 1917,
Stay away from my husband.
his wife, Mary, confronts Grace.
He doesn't love you.
And tells a different story.
I'll have him drummed out of town. He loves me. I have his love letters. Liar.
Grace said, no, he cares for me. What you don't understand, he loves me, and I have letters to prove it.
As Grace flees to collect evidence, desperate to prove David's love, Mary beckons her husband to come and help.
You must come here at once.
Grace went upstairs to get the letters, only she saw her pistol there.
Grace had never been in love before. She had never been humiliated before. Mary was insulting her a million ways to Sunday. It only escalated the situation, which was already over the top.
You're a scheming hussy. That's what you are. You think he hasn't done this before? You're not the first, and you certainly won't be the last. He's mine.
With 2 shots, Mary Roberts is fatally wounded. Fighting for her marriage, she pays with her life.
I don't think Mary expected that it was going to result in her death.
I don't think Mary knew who she was dealing with.
For Grace, her rival is gone, but the pain remains.
Grace then turned the gun on herself and shot herself in the chest.
But it's not the end of Grace.
The bullet passed through her and went out the other side and didn't cause any major injury. She missed all her vital organs.
David arrives to a tragic scene of his own making, but he doesn't assist. He runs away.
David sees Mary down. She's been shot. Grace is bleeding. David decides this is a good time for him to go and get help.
It's a confusing scene.
Did she shoot you?
No. I shot her. And then myself. Less successfully.
And Grace isn't finished.
Stay back.
Grace, still distraught and highly emotional, holds them off for about 45 minutes.
He was trying to disarm her, alleviate the situation.
Where's my heart?
And then she said, "My heart, where's my heart?"
Here.
Grace misses her heart and survives yet another point-blank gunshot.
She was being dramatic.
That's questionable. Did she really intend to kill herself or not? But she certainly made a good show of it.
Grace Lusk makes a full recovery. In 1918, she is convicted of the murder of Mary Roberts and sentenced to 19 years in prison. But she serves only 3.
Her sentence was commuted, and then she received an official pardon.
That was not an unusual thing in those days. People in their hearts didn't believe a woman could kill. It was easy for people to say, well, it really was Dr. Roberts' fault and not hers. He lied to her, he did all these things, he cheated on his wife. He's the one that should be in prison.
David doesn't escape jail time. Convicted of adultery, he serves the maximum sentence of 1 year. Grace was not his first affair.
If this case were to happen today, I can't see the same result. The social restrictions contributed certainly to the murder.
With all of Grace's intelligence and education, in a battle of self-control, raw emotion won and turned her into a killer.
Grace was a pioneer for her education, for her accomplishments, but the one thing she didn't know anything about is the one thing that destroyed her life. Grace was not experienced in the ways of the world. She was trusting, she was lonely, and she fell in love. And the combination was toxic. Sometimes behavior is motivated by jealousy, but most of the time it's motivated by money. She wanted more, much more.
In Hertfordshire, England, wealthy farmer's wife, 47-year-old Angela Taylor, is a long way from her poor childhood. Her life completely changes when she marries millionaire farmer Bill.
Bill was worth tens of millions of pounds.
But after 18 years of marriage and 3 children to 67-year-old Bill, she's had enough.
Bill was always an old-fashioned working farmer. He would be out of the house for much of the day. She was left on her own with the children.
Richard's got a great idea for expanding the business.
Not interested.
What's up?
Everything.
Angela married for money. When you marry for money, you earn every penny.
I want out.
What do you mean?
I want a divorce.
This farmer's wife wants a new life, away from her husband and stepson, 40-year-old Richard.
Bill's son from his first marriage. Richard wasn't happy about the relationship and didn't even attend their wedding.
But why?
Why? Why?
Angela, I love you.
There's no doubt that he was deeply distressed at this.
Under UK law, unless both parties agree to a divorce, they must be separated for 5 years.
He was going to make her wait the full 5 years. That was obviously enormously frustrating for Angela.
To keep her close, Bill gives her some of his fortune.
Angela, you home?
Yeah.
2 farms worth $1 million. For any more, she'll have to wait years.
Didn't expect to see you here today.
Thought I could take the kids out for a meal.
Sorry, they're gone.
Bill thinks it gives him time to win her back.
I don't suppose you'd like to go out for a meal?
No, thank you.
Right.
Bill wanted Angela back very much, but she was so over Bill.
Whose boots are they?
Oh, they're Paul's. He's using the bathroom.
All right, boss. Thanks, Ange. Better get back to it.
In fact, she had a new boyfriend, and he was a farm laborer at Bill's farm.
Angela keeps her true relationship with 53-year-old Paul Cannon under wraps.
He's a good worker.
Poor thing.
But not to save Bill's feelings.
Oh, he's got nowhere to live.
Right.
It's all part of a long game.
Angela still had access to Bill's affairs. She still had access to his bank account.
As long as Bill loves her, Angela knows there's money to make. His son smells a rat.
Look at this.
Richard was obviously concerned that Angela was trying to get more and more of his father's money and property and land.
What do you want me to do? Confront her.
I suspect that was Angela trying to manipulate Bill to give her anything she wanted.
Son, I'm trying to win her back.
She's trying to drive us broke. Think about it.
Even her lover, Paul, has a part to play.
How about a beer?
At Angela's suggestion, Paul moved into Bill's house. So Bill, the generous soul that he was, allowed Paul to live there rent-free.
Everything okay? Yes. Cheers.
Of course, he didn't know that Paul was Angela's lover. Paul was sent there to spy on Bill.
In the game of Angela versus Bill, Angela thinks she's making ground, as long as her star player is happy.
She did have feelings of affection for Paul Cannon, but I think she also saw him as being a means to an end.
He didn't know she was playing him too.
Angela wants Paul to be game ready because in this small rural community,
Hello?
Bill, I've got something to tell you.
affairs don't stay secret for long.
What?
Angela's been having an affair.
Everybody knew everything. Plus, Paul was telling people that he was involved with Angela.
Who is it?
That chap who's been working for you.
Paul?
Yes, I think that's his name.
When Bill first discovered that there was a relationship between Paul Cannon and Angela, he went up to Paul and confronted him.
Stay away from my wife. How about you put up or shut up?
Cannon's response was to threaten Bill Taylor, quite seriously.
that was pretty much the beginning of the end.
In 2018, in rural Hertfordshire, England, Bill Taylor discovers his estranged wife, Angela, has a lover. But he still won't divorce her. In May, Angela and her new man, Paul Cannon, go to war.
On the 26th or the 27th of May, Angela sent a message to Paul saying, "Darling, if you're bored, go and scare him." Paul Cannon went in the dead of night and set fire to Bill's Land Rover.
Paul Cannon had become completely besotted with her, and she did have him dancing to her tune.
Angela wasn't going to give up trying to kick Bill as far away as she could.
Dad, are you okay?
Yes.
Bill never gives up hope.
We'll be okay.
But his son can see it's a losing battle.
Bill was in a bad way. He could see that there was little, if any, prospect of a reconciliation with Angela. He wasn't looking after himself properly. He wasn't eating properly.
8 days later, Bill goes missing. His son is suspicious and goes to the police. When they investigate the recent fire, their suspicions are confirmed.
DNA from a towel and from a shirt matched Paul. He'd used diesel to start the fire, which didn't burn as he would have hoped, as petrol would have done.
And when Angela and Paul's affair is revealed, a missing persons case becomes a murder investigation.
This is ridiculous. We should be looking at his son.
Save it for the station.
Detectives love people having illicit affairs. They do stupid things and make the detective's life easier.
The police soon discover Paul's phone is a treasure trove of evidence.
They unearthed this tranche of messages. The technical evidence indicated that they had been deleted very shortly before the handset had been surrendered to the police.
They found 28,000 messages in a 6-month period.
Thousands of messages, all referencing the same thing.
The messages that the police found were toxic. There was violent sexual imagery. There was talk of making love in front of Bill as the blood drained from him. In one message, Paul tells Angela, "I've just been watching Kill Bill 2, LOL. Angela replies, "Just one would be nice."
Angela and Paul were charged with murder. Bill's body hadn't been found. However, the police didn't have a little bit of circumstantial evidence. They had a mountain of it.
Then the final proof. Bill's body is found slumped in river mud just outside his farm. 8 months after his disappearance, and 1 day before his killers stand trial. The police piece together how Bill is murdered.
Bill may have been lured outside in the middle of the night and was involved in some sort of confrontation on his own property before he was taken away and killed. He was not wearing an arthritis bracelet that he always had on him. Links from the bracelet were found at the farm, indicating that there'd been some sort of struggle.
But there was this minor damage to this bone in his neck that one often sees in cases of strangulation.
The police now have everything they need to bring charges against Angela as the mastermind and Paul as her executioner.
He would do anything for her. Her actions reveal what a calculated, manipulative person she was.
It's a side of Angela her husband never saw until it was too late.
Even for all the bad things Angela had done and all the hurt she caused, Bill still loved her and wanted her back.
In 2019, both Angela Taylor and Paul Cannon are convicted of murder and arson. They are sentenced to life in prison with a minimum of 22 years.
As between Angela Taylor and Paul Cannon, I think the driving force in the relationship was her.
The men in Angela's life are a means to an end until they're no longer useful.
Bill was the only person in danger from Angela when they were married, but I think eventually she would have turned on Paul. They were partners in murder, and he had a big mouth, so she probably would have eventually killed him. Fortunately, they're both in prison.
These deadly women decided to remove the third wheel. Katerina Voss's selfish desires cost a devoted father his life. Grace Lusk misdirected her heartbreak at an innocent wife. And Angela Taylor destroyed an ideal rural existence for a role in the hay. They were already adept at betrayal. It was just one small step to a menage of murder.